Okay, so a lot of people either ignore this or miss this, but right here on the first screen, you see there's a tutorial. Do it! You get free experience boosting items, a starter caddy, and a club set to start. The tutorial is very comprehensive and easy, and it's definitely worth doing, so just do it. I won't bother really explaining the stuff in the tutorial because it explains it pretty well on its own. Instead, I will explain some of the things the tutorial doesn't teach you, but which will be good to know. It's not very clear, but the clubs you get from the tutorial give you a huge boost on the impact zone of your Pangya bar. The downside is that instead of giving you 2 yards for every point of power, it only gives you 1. Also, anyone over beginner A rank can't use it. I'll give a quick overview of the levels near the end of the video. A lot of people don't seem to know how to view or buy other characters, so I'm going to show you because it really isn't that clear. When you enter the shop, all you'll see is Nuri or Hana depending on your gender. By clicking on his portrait down here, it brings up all of the characters that you can buy. You will notice that some items cost Pang and some items cost points. Points are the premium currency. They can get you some nice items, but aren't absolutely necessary for success on Pangya. Every character is purchasable with Pang. You don't have to worry about being left out just because you can't pay for points. You can select different caddies in a similar fashion. I'll cover caddies more in depth in a later video. Don't worry too much about getting a cool character when you start off. Characters are quite expensive, and you can worry about them later. Just go play some games. If you can, stick in the beginner server as long as possible, because the EXP rate is a little higher. Nothing wrong with wandering away and playing with some higher level friends though. Not only can they teach you a lot simply by just playing with you, but the experience of Pangya is much more enjoyable if you just take it casually. There isn't really any rush to level up. The only benefit it has is the ability to wear better equipment as well as the reduction of the penalty from going over power, which I'll explain later. The level progression goes like this. Rookie, Beginner, Junior, Senior, Amateur, Semi-Pro, Pro, National Pro, World Pro, Master, Top Master, World Master, and finally, Legend. Once you get to Amateur E rank, you pretty much unlocked every equipment from the shop, so after that, you can take it more casually, like me.